Are the Toronto Maple Leafs on the verge of landing their next big star? Rumors are swirling around a highly sought-after NCAA free agent who's been lighting up the ice and could be the game-changer we've been waiting for. With several powerhouse teams in the mix, what does this mean for the Maple Leafs' playoff ambitions? Stick around as we dive into the details of this exciting pursuit that has every fan buzzing with anticipation. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a like to stay in the loop with all the latest Maple Leafs news. Elliotte Friedman just dropped an important update on the Toronto Maple Leafs' pursuit of the highly sought-after NCAA free agent Luke Hames. For those of you who might not know, Hames is an exceptional talent coming out of Dartmouth College, and he's been turning heads in the NCAA with his impressive performance. With a record of 12 points in 16 games, including 8 goals and 4 assists, this 6'1", 203-pound forward is definitely making a name for himself. Now, let's talk about the competition. The Rangers and Tampa Bay Lightning are also in the mix, which means the Leafs are going up against some serious contenders here. But here's the thing. We've seen the Leafs successfully integrate players from the NCAA before, like Matthew Knies and Jacob Quillan, and it seems like they're hoping Hames can be the next success story. According to Friedman, Toronto is actively pursuing Hames and is not giving up anytime soon. So, what does Hames bring to the table? His hockey IQ is off the charts, and he skates smoothly with both aggression and physicality when needed. Plus, he's shown he can score, which is something we could definitely use alongside the likes of John Tavares and William Nylander. Imagine Hames slotting into that second line. It could add the size and pop that the team needs to really make a push. What I find particularly fascinating is how the Leafs could potentially sign him in time for the playoffs. This could give him a chance to showcase his skills under pressure. And let's be real, if he performs well, the Leafs could have just found themselves a diamond in the rough. But here's the million-dollar question. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, bringing in fresh talent who can score and fit into the team's identity is exciting. On the other hand, we've seen teams collapse under pressure before, and adding a rookie to the playoff mix is a gamble. But that's what being a fan is all about, right? We live for the highs and lows, the hopes and dreams. If Hames can step up and contribute in the playoffs, it could be a game-changer for the franchise and ignite the fan base. The Leafs have been searching for that elusive championship for far too long, and moves like this make you feel like they're finally taking the right steps. So, let's talk about it. What do you think? Is this the right path for the Maple Leafs? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you excited about the potential of Luke Hames? Do you think he can handle the pressure of the playoffs? And how do you feel about the competition from other teams? Your thoughts are important to me, and I want to spark that debate among all of you passionate Leafs fans out there. According to recent reports, it seems like the Toronto Maple Leafs have pulled back from pursuing a significant trade that would have brought Brayden Schenn to the team. Insider Andy Strickland mentioned that while the Leafs had the necessary pieces to facilitate a deal, they haven't been able to put together a compelling package to make it happen. He noted that, for now, a trade involving Schenn seems unlikely. It's important to remember that the trade deadline is always a dynamic situation, but as it stands, it appears the Leafs are stepping back from these discussions. The Maple Leafs were initially seen as serious contenders to acquire Schenn from the St. Louis Blues. However, it's been reported that Schenn himself wasn't particularly keen on leaving St. Louis, and there were questions about whether he would even waive his no-trade clause to help facilitate a deal. This uncertainty could have played a role in Toronto's decision to distance themselves from this trade pursuit. Additionally, the Leafs have also been linked to discussions about acquiring Schenn's brother, Luke, from the Nashville Predators. The idea might have been to entice Brayden to consider joining by having his brother on the team, creating a family connection that could sway his decision. It's clear that pulling off a trade for Brayden Schenn was never going to be straightforward. Even if he had been on board, the financial implications were significant. Schenn carries a $6.5 million cap hit until 2028, and at 33 years old, there are concerns about potential regression in his performance over the coming years. While he has provided solid production, the risk associated with acquiring him, combined with the potentially steep price the Blues would demand, possibly involving a talented young player like Matthew Knies, could easily deter the Leafs from moving forward. Strickland didn't disclose the specifics of the package Toronto had in mind, but my guess is that it would have included a high draft pick and potentially one of Easton Cowan or Fraser Minton, if not more. The Leafs might feel more comfortable holding on to these assets, especially with the possibility of a bigger fish becoming available in the near future. Think Mikko Rantanen or another top-tier player. Adding to the complexity of the situation, the recent injury to Chris Tanev may have shifted the Leafs' focus towards bolstering their blue line rather than adding another forward. This is a critical moment for Toronto, as they need to assess their immediate needs while also planning for the long-term health of their roster. So, what do I think about the decision to step back from pursuing Schenn? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I can understand the hesitation given the risks associated with his contract and the potential loss of valuable young talent. On the other hand, the Leafs have been in desperate need of a physical presence and playoff experience, which Schenn could have provided. You have to wonder, was this the right call? The emotional roller coaster of being a Leafs fan is relentless. We desperately want to see our team lift the cup, and every decision made at this time of year feels monumental. The pressure is mounting, and the choices made now could define the future of this franchise. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe the Leafs should have gone all in for Schenn? Or do you think they made the wise choice by holding on to their assets? This is the debate that makes being a fan so exhilarating, and your thoughts matter. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay connected with all things Maple Leafs, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to get all the latest updates, because trust me, we're just getting started with this season. Let's keep the conversation going. Go Leafs!